He needs to be as far away from his mother as possible. I'm sorry. And if she has a mental disorder, Dr. Drew, then cure that. But she could literally, like, this is serious. She could literally kill this child with fecal matter and vaginal cells. And we're talking about a video camera?
I don't know. I mean, I got to tell you, I just don't. This case is not making sense to me. Apparently, after the mom came out of the bathroom, having done something with the colostomy bag, maybe she just emptied the damn colostomy bag. Then the kid gets a fever. She had, in fact, flushed the IV tubing, which family was authorized to do. Maybe the hospital, Annalise, shouldn't authorize, IV tampering of any type by the family, even if they're properly trained. Of course, they're non-professionals. Maybe that's why the hospital is quiet here. Maybe they have a liability there.
I mean, they could have a liability, but I also think that if you're looking at it from the mom's perspective, she's probably in the hospital with that kid all the time, and she from what I've heard of the story, she felt there was a problem and took matters into her own hands, which probably wasn't the best judgment, but doesn't mean that she was abusing and trying to kill her child.
That's right. Let me or maybe she had cleaned the colostomy bag and mishandled the IV because again she isn't properly trained. She had something on her hands that contaminated the IV. Hey, let me play what the attorney told the judge of the circumstances surrounding the arrest. She called them a total misunderstanding, but it seems here to admit that the client did inject something into the IV. Take a listen.
I think it will show that she didn't put anything that's not medically approved. It's my understanding it was nothing medical that was injected, that it was nothing foreign to him, and that she's been responsible, with the hospital's permission, for flushing his IV.
You notice, Vanessa, I didn't go towards trying to understand this as Munchausen by proxy because I'm not convinced it is. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced what this is. I think this may have been a misunderstanding and an overzealous prosecutor. Annalise, are you with me on this?
No, I'm not with you.
I am with you. I mean, I think that that's what we're really seeing here. If you look at all the facts, I mean, have some compassion for this mom, right? She has a sick child.
And the kid doesn't want the mom taken away necessarily.
That kid is in the hospital right now without his mom.
There's a lot of compassion, but the fact is, and I know us, Vanessa, you may agree or disagree, but the fact is, why is the mom doing things doctors and nurses should do? If I'm getting heart surgery, I don't want my wife hopping in and helping out the doc.
And I know you love your wife.
But let them finish. Let them do. That's what we pay our benefits and all of our bills.
And there should never be fecal matter and vaginal cells in anyone's IV.
I will grant you that, Vanessa. I will grant you that. However, if this child is in and out of the hospital a lot, maybe this pediatric unit allowed the family to manipulate the IVs and to flush them for whatever reason, maybe for the child comfort, and maybe she had cleaned the colostomy bag, and maybe she had some DNA on her fingers. Maybe because she doesn't know how to handle these things she shouldn't have been doing in the first place, and maybe she did contaminate the IV inappropriately.